the stars aligned, and luckily for me, you and I were on the same silly app at the same time. But I know by the way my hand fits inside yours and how you felt like home from the very first day, that we would have found each other anyway. Just before our first date, after hours of chatting over text, you sent me a message that said, 2020 is for us, and my God, were you right. When the world felt like it was coming to an end, mine was only just getting started.
She's beautiful, Nathan thought as he matched with Casey.
Look at you.
You really are one of a kind. You're not only stunningly beautiful on the outside, but equally as beautiful on the inside.
Case, you've always been a role model of mine, even if I haven't shown it. You're someone who I've always looked up to and someone whose opinion I highly value. And seeing you so happy and so in love brings so much joy.
He's tall, dark and handsome. He looks like Clark Kent. Look at that jawline. And he's a basketballer, Casey thought as she matched him right back.
We fought a lot. We had full-on wrestling matches, but on the flip side, we also spent countless nights, and I thought that we might be destined to be frenemies forever. But then one day, Nugget moved to America, and for 4 long years, there was a giant 6'5" hole in my heart. Thankfully, as adults, I'm so happy to say that what's left is an amazing friendship.
Nathan posted a photo of himself shirtless with his new puppy Coda. Casey saw this photo and thought, what was I thinking? Look what I'm missing out on, and casually slid into his DMs. This time, when Nate asked her out on a date, Casey didn't decline or cancel, she accepted with excitement. So Nathan borrowed his brother's car instead of taking the big white van he was driving at the time, and went to pick Casey up for their very first date. And after identifying a genuine connection with each other, they continued with drinks at the Sporting Globe. Casey was immediately smitten with Nathan. He was tall, dark and handsome, just like his photos. He opened her car door for her, pulled out her chairs for her, just like in the movies. He was very charismatic and was an absolute gentleman. Casey felt like a princess right from day one.
On our first date, we shared way too much, and I got a glimpse into a soul so beautiful, so kind and so warm. A feeling stemmed from that day that was undefinable, something that I couldn't explain, but it hit me deep in my heart, like someone had handed me a map, and I now had a new direction.
Nathan and Casey spent the evening sharing stories about their lives, holding hands and staring into each other's eyes. And at the end of their date, they shared their first kiss. They both left with hearts full of possibility, and 2 weeks later, on the 18th of January 2020, Casey and Nathan were officially boyfriend and girlfriend. And as they'd say, the rest is history.
My boy is a unique, wonderful blend of mischief, happiness, sensitivity, determination, and the list goes on. But his charms are not just about jokes and laughs. It's how he connects with people in a way that brightens up even the toughest of days. I know this firsthand.
When Case was a little girl, we'd fill our days with as much fun as we could. Very early in the morning, sneak into our room, and she would sit herself in front of my face, and she would yell, "Daddy! What are we doing today?" She would joyfully give us a hug and a kiss. These days were the best days of my life. I loved every second of it.
To this day, surprising people is your favourite thing to do. Don't get me wrong, you thoroughly enjoy getting stuff too, and Dad and I love do that for you as well.
There was a time that I thought Casey would never get married. The morning after a date, I would ask her how she went, and she would smile and say, "He's not the one for me, Dad. He breathes too loud." And then one day she came to us and said, "I've met someone, Dad. He's an ex-US college basketball superstar."
As you know, my family means everything to me. I only ever felt safe and comforted when I was with them and in my childhood home. I worried I would never find someone who would make me feel that way. But then I met you and you became my home.
The direction that map was pointing me became more and more clear. It was taking me home. Not to a home built of four walls, a roof, but a home of safety, unconditional love, warmth and peace. That home was you.
Today, I officially trust you with the most precious gift I possibly can. A son, I know. Look after him always. Look after each other.
You have shown me that home can be more than just four walls. It can be a bed in the back of a van under the stars, a hotel room anywhere in the world, a car on an open road, or a dusty house that had just been completely ripped to shreds. Wherever you are, I always want to be.
We have achieved so much from the time we have been together, from buying our house, getting our fur baby Honey, finding our places in our careers, getting engaged, and now marriage. But none of that compares. It's my greatest achievement, my greatest reason will always be to love and be loved by him.
You are more beautiful, inside and out, than all the stars and the moon and the sky. I love you more than all the grains of the sand at the beach. And I could not draw you better. You are more than a soulmate. You're a piece of my soul. You are my constant.